All right, Rose, check the feed. Doc, go to your right a little bit. Go to your right. Nah, what's the Doc? Y'all good. Okay. Y'all. All right. We make sure the sound and stuff, audio coming through. We start there. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. We want to start off giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Right, Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly know as God, Jehovah, and Yahweh. Yahushua is the name of His only begotten Son, our King, Lord and Savior, whom the world ignorantly know as Jesus Christ. Ba'ashem HaKadosh is in the name of the Holy Spirit, the inspiration given to us to edify those that have been given the ears to hear. All right, double honors to our teachers, the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, faithfully and diligently preaching His word with fear and trembling. All right, shalom to the hopeful elect to subscribe and listen to this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, so we out here again, another Sunday live lesson. Right, just gonna get into a time of war, which you see if you're paying attention and watching as we're commanded to do. Right, war is escalating. Okay, war is ramping up in the earth. All right, you got the war with Israel and Hamas, Hezbollah. You got Ukraine, Russia. That's still going on, and ultimately Babylon the Great is right in the middle of it. Okay, they're being drawn into it, and that's prophecy for them to be drawn into this third world's war. And ultimately, why they call themselves trying to mediate and take sides and provide arms for whoever they're allied with, all their allies are going to turn on them. Okay, in the end, this war is going to be about the destruction of Babylon the Great, okay, aka America, right, known today as America. So we're going to get into, the brother got an article. We're going to kick off with, matter of fact, Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, right? And another brother, get Exodus 15 and 3. But we're going to kick off with that, take a couple.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and starting from the top, at verse 1, it says, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven."
Yep. So, it's a saying that says, it's a quote that says, if you want peace, prepare for war. Yep. Parabellum. Say it again.
It's in the Latin.
It's in the Latin, right? Yep. You want peace, prepare for war. Right? Go ahead.
It says in verse 2, "A time to be born and a time to die.
Yep.
A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted." Verse 3, "A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up."
Right. So we in the time. We're in the time of ultimately the killing of the wicked and the healing of the righteous. Right. Because simultaneously, as the wicked in this society is being done away with, the righteous are being healed spiritually and mentally, all right, from the damage that this society has done to them, right? From, the education system of, telling us that we are African Americans and Mexicans and all of these different bywords that they put on us, pretty much identifying us as just homeborn slaves, and that we really are not of any significance. That's why when you go into an American government, they identify the so-called Negroes Latinos and Native Americans as what? The minorities, which really just means insignificant. Because if you dealing with a number, so far as how many of us it is collectively between the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we outnumber all these nations, right? Israel outnumber all these nations, but they don't want us to know that we're the same people, okay? Because the elites, they got the records and they know, all right? But the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Shai has set up pastors, right, to bring the flock back, okay? As a matter of fact, through the Holy Spirit, get Isaiah 61, I believe. It's Isaiah 61. Start at the top. Yep.
This is Isaiah 61 and 1. The Spirit of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai power is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the openings of the prison to them that are bound. Verse 2.
And who are the ones that's bound? The Israelites, you know. To say we read like we was reading towards the end of camp yesterday, and well actually it was actually in the beginning we read the book of Baruch, right? You know, we in the land of our captivities, we remember ourselves, and we are yet this day still in that captivity, right, under the hand of Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, right? This is his kingdom that we're serving under, right? And everything that he teaches us is ultimately a lie, okay, concerning who we are, you know. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2 in Isaiah 61, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn.
Right. So what did Ezekiel say? Set a mark upon them, the sigh and cry for the abominations that's being done in the earth. And ultimately, that's the Lord's elect. They're the only ones that's sighing and crying for the way the world is being managed and the way the world is being governed, right? With all the usury, you know, and the deceit, the genocide that's going on in the earth. The only ones that's, like the Lord say, who will rise up for me against the evil people, against what called all Yahweh Hashem outside. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. That was it. That was it. Yep. That was it. Yep. Go ahead.
This is Baruch 4 and 36. O Jerusalem, look about thee towards the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto you from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come from thy sinners away. They come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One.
Yep.
Rejoicing in the glory of the Most High.
Yep. Which this word is what's doing the gathering.
Right.
You know, we just vessels that speak the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And we are the people from the east. Like, this is not our home. You know, we were brought here in captivity. Okay. We came over here in captivity. We were captives. We're captives here. We're still captives here. You know, though they preach this, you know, land of the free bullshit that our people, they actually think that they're free. Well, you've been bamboozled, right? And you actually more captive now than you ever been. But this is what, matter of fact, get John 8 and 32, right? John 8 and 32, and then jump back to the Ecclesiastes.
This is John chapter 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right. So this Bible has the truth of who we are, all right? According to biblical prophecy, we are identified as the Lord's chosen people, according to what happened to us. You know, when you go into the book of Daniel, I think it's Daniel 9 and 12.
Yep, Daniel 9.
Yep, Daniel 9 and 12.
You want that?
Yep.
This is Daniel chapter 9 and verse 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us, and against our judges that judge us.
Yeah, his words are confirmed. Like when you go into these scriptures, to these prophecies, and you read about what happened to the tribe of Judah, right? The southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You read about what happened to Gad, Reuben, all right, Naphtali, all these tribes, what happened to us, right? It was prophesied, and there was omens placed on us according to who we are, right? And no other people have went through the different persecution and the captivity that we went through, like we did. Go ahead, he's gonna get into it.
This is Daniel 9 and 12. And he hath confirmed his words, which he has spake against us, and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil, for under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
Yeah. So when you think about you know, slavery, us coming over here on cargo slave ships, the genocide that happened to the North American Seminole Indians, all right, the hell that they brought upon the so-called Puerto Ricans and the Latin tribes, man, ain't no other national people that's been judged the way that we've been judged, you know. But he did that also as a way for us to be identified as his people too. You know, like beating us, like, because they say Esau Edom is the sword. You know, beating us with the hands of these heathens, mainly Esau Edom, was the way that the Lord set up us to be identified also. You know, because you look at like for instance Judah. You know what I'm saying? Man, the beatings that they was getting in slavery, man, that's some of the worst that ever been done on the earth, man. You know? And then like when they came over here and got them Latin tribes, they used to have them just impaled. They would impale them from the bottom and just let all their weight just go down, and it will come out their gut or out of their neck, or you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. You know. But go ahead, you had something?
Yeah, I had something. This Deuteronomy 28, starting at verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Yep.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee, they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Alright, so those curses and everything that happened to us was a sign that marked us as the Lord's people. It was not also an identifier, you know.
This, going back to the Daniel 9 and 12, he'll confirm his word. This is confirmation, you know, what the Edomites had done to Jerusalem, right? To the south king and northern king. It said Judah and Israel were pressed together.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Hey, I got that word sign in the blue of the Bible. It goes into oath. Outline biblical usage. One, it say a distinguishing mark.
A distinguishing mark. That's it. You know, the Lord put a distinguishing mark on us, right? As we were brought through these captivities. That was what he set up to distinguish us as his people from the other nations on the earth, right? It's like Daniel said, ain't nothing ever happened to no other people like what's happened to Jerusalem, you know? And it go back even to the time of the Greeks too, you know? Because this is the Greco-Roman Empire all over again, reloaded. But what they did to us under Antiochus, you know, that shit was crucial, you know.
Especially on the Spanish Inquisition period.
Yup.
That shit was.
Yup.
That shit was diabolical.
Yup. Hell yeah. With Soto. Yup. LaSalle and what's the other nigga name? Cortez.
Cortez.
Juan Cortez.
Cortez.
Juan Cortez.
Yup, Cortez. Yup. And Pizarro too. He one of them. You know, you go into the history of you go into the history of the conquistadors and like was it the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah. But anyway, let's go back. You had something else? Yeah, let's go back to Ecclesiastes. Right?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3,
And read that same verse again.
and picking back up at 3. And it says, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up.
Right, so we're in the time of building our nation back up, right? And not the whole nation, but the foundation,
Yep.
right? The foundation is the elect, right? The first fruits. And then the rest of the Israelites will have to come in, you know, on that foundation after the Lord destroys all the wicked, because they're not going to come and serve the Lord. They're not going to come back to the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's why they're going to have to be put to death along with the wicked. All right? So it's not something that we out here trying to, like say 12 tribes worldwide, trying to get every single Israelite, because that's not how it's set up. In this time, only the elect is going to come back, right? Only the elect is going to be built up. Go ahead.
And it says in verse 4, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Verse 5, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a
The
time
lively stones. Like the brother said, we're not out here trying to gather everybody. Just had two moles, you know. we're not out here for them. We're not out here for moles. We're not out here for the 2/3. You know. Only the elect gonna get it at the end of the day.
Yeah. And if they're the elect, you know, whatever they're into, this word is going, like, because the word is doing, like you said earlier, the word is what's gathering. The word is what's waking Jacob. When they hear this word, they're going to inquire of it. And if their mind is already pure, like, see, this word just going to stir it up. And they're going to come back into the fold as they, you know, were always ordained to do. You have to be ordained for this, you know. Not as in the world's meaning is ordained, like you went to college. No, it's of the spirit, born again of the spirit. Yep.
And it says in Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 5, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing.
Yep. Brother got a precept.
I had a precept to go into that reveal. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. Like as corn is sifted in a seed, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Right, like he was just talking about the moles. You know, it's a time to refrain from embracing. We ain't embracing that. You know, like you know, the Christian community, they welcome them with open arms because they don't fear the judgment that the Lord, you know what I'm saying, has set up in the Bible to be executed. Like it say, as a matter of fact, get Ecclesiastes 8, right? Go ahead, finish.
Verse 11. In that day, I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen.
Yep. And this is that day. You know, this is the time now where the tabernacle of David is being built back up, but we're being built up in righteousness. You know, built up in understanding what the will, like we was reading yesterday, understanding what the will of the Most High is, and the things that are pleasing to Him are being made known unto us. You know, so anytime we see individuals not embracing the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we know we need to refrain from them. We know we need to, you know, man, stay away from them. You know, but does that mean we're going to spare, like the scriptures say, cry loud, spare not? We ain't sparing nobody. Like if you a sinner, we're going to tell you, according to the Bible, that you need to repent and turn away from your wickedness. You know? And he said, all my sinners, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. You know? So we're not going to trim our way to seek love, because society is in agreement with the LGBTQ community. And we're going to, you know, welcome them with open arms into this. And no, man. You're supposed to be, to say, rebuke them sharply. Matter of fact, brother, get there. We'll say, rebuke them sharply that they may know.
That it may be sound in the face.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It says, it's Amos chapter 9, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
And that's what it's about. When I was talking about the foundation, that's what the Lord is focusing on, the foundation, the first fruits. It's actually the house of David that's being built up. You know? You got it?
It said, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
As in the days of old.
Like the days of old.
But even better, because in the end, you know, the house of David fell, so now it's being raised up this time for permanent, eternity. Yeah. Yep. Spiritual.
Yep. Yeah, we the third temple.
You the third temple?
And not a physical building.
Yeah.
It's spiritual.
Yep. That's why I say in Revelation 21, John say he saw no temple therein, because we are the temple. You know? Go ahead, bro.
This is Titus chapter 1, verse 13. It said, this witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. You know? And they always get on Great Millstone, you know, other camps, you know, people have stuff to say because called I was about to call Apostle Elder, but not to talk about a rebukinator. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the scriptures say, hey, rebuke them, man. That's what the ministry is about, man. And the scriptures tell you that rebuke is love.
Yep.
Right? Rebuke is love. You ain't supposed to just sit there and watch Jake run rampant in wickedness and not say nothing about it. And you're just as guilty if you do that. According to Ezekiel, that blood on your hand.
Yep.
You know? So, hey man, we have to come out here and not spare our people according to Isaiah 58. We don't care about their feelings or what they might say or how they might not like it. You know, it's all about, hey, restoring our people back to righteousness. And you know, we didn't start off in this mindset. We were all in a 2/3, you know, type of mentality in the world. Like, we didn't really understand who we were and our power, and what they required of us. You know, we all at one point or another were living as sinners. Now, we're still in a sinful flesh, but the mindset that the Lord has turned over unto us is the one to be after his own heart, his own righteousness. That's what the house of David is really about. Those that are after the Most High's own righteousness, his heart, his mind, you know, and committing to the will of what he has written in the Holy Scriptures.
Yeah, the Lord made a sound, because they was sound, it going to help, in good health.
That's it.
So guys that teach incorrect doctrine, they're not in good health. You know, saying the MOTB, not the RFID implantable grain of rice, they're not in good health. Or saying the flat earth doctrine, you know, it's going out.
Other nations can be saved.
Like Esau can be saved.
Yep.
Abortion gonna defeat the Lord.
Yep.
It's madness.
This Titus 1 and 14, not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny Him.
That's what it's all about, right? It's all about, are you committing to the works that please the Most High? You know, you can't be out here eating unlawful, living unlawful. You know, that's the works that go with proving that you love the Most High. Like, love is an action word. It said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Right? Go ahead, bro. Is that it?
No more.
Okay.
Being abominable and disobedient.
Yeah, being abominable.
And
Like
unto,
two men sitting in each other's fucking lap. You know what I'm saying? Caressing each other and shit, man. Come on, bro. And that shit at an all-time high, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can't even hardly watch nothing on TV no more.
Nope.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's always some gay stuff.
it's always
some sodomites.
even how they started off the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? They had that opening ceremony, and they making mockery of the Lord's Passover.
Yeah.
The whole fucking LGBTQ, what they call it, Last Supper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that shit, I couldn't even really look at that shit, bro. That shit, man, like, it's just
It's a turn off.
it infuriates you, man. Like, you be fucking, you know what I'm saying? And you understand, like, why the Lord rained down fire on Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And you see why he said it's gonna be as it was in Sodom and Gomorrah when he come back. As a matter of fact, he said it shall be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than it shall be when he come back. Meaning the judgment that he brought on Sodom and Gomorrah ain't gonna even compare to the judgment that he gonna bring on this age and this time of Sodomites.
Nobody able to escape the Sodom and Gomorrah but the Job and his daughter.
Man.
And the wife, she died on her way out.
Lot.
That's a lot. So what I say?
You don't want Job.
Lot.
Again.
Yeah. And we ain't looking back to this shit, man. You know? We so every day, you know, we praying, Lord, destroy this man. Go ahead and bring the destruction, man. Go ahead, bro. You gotta say something?
Yeah, if you look at this kingdom, man, this kingdom worse than all the kingdoms that was before.
Yep.
It's like it's all them kingdoms all balled up into one.
Yup.
So you see why the Lord for this man ain't bring a great judgment to America.
Yup. It's gotta be cleansed.
Watch that whole class, these 8-11.
Yup.
finishing up Titus, it said 1:16. It said, "In disobedient and unto every good work, reprobate." And when you go into reprobate, the New Oxford American Dictionary, it goes into an unprincipled person, a sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined to damnation.
And that's 2/3 of our people. You know, 2/3 of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans in America are destined for condemnation. You know, that's just how the Lord has it set up. And that's not something that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, we ain't boasting and bragging in that because, hey, we hoping that we endure the wicked vibration of this goddamn society. You gotta understand, like, the more you see that shit, it's actually an enchantment to try to attempt to desensitize you to it. That's why they put it on TV more. That's why they allow them to, you know, be out here in the open like that. Yep. It's a work of Satan, which the physical counterpart of spiritual demon Satan's Esau evil. It's a work of him to try to desensitize you because he wants to have you guilty. Like I say, the accuser of our brethren, he wants to have us stand before the Lord guilty where he can't have mercy on us. You know what I'm saying? Is there certain sins, bro, that, you know, like, bro, you go and you break them all, but certain sins that's punishable unto death. You know, like, the sins got rank too.
Sins are words of death. You know, say that.
Yeah.
You know, because Esau would, like you're saying, pretty much trying to normalize it.
Yeah.
Gave them 30 days. You know, really you can say out the whole fucking year, because we see it from January to the
Are you talking about Gay Pride Month?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's all year long, really, man.
Yeah. And then they have a month in October over there in Tel Aviv. They gave the Mo Festival. right?
Them to all the festivals, really.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras, like all that shit tied. Shit, what's this? The shit now? Black culture. What's that? BML.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. That shit ties into the.
Oh yeah.
the whole shit.
Oh yeah. Yep. But go ahead, bro. Ecclesiastes 8.
This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
And this what really deems you a sinner. Like I say, we sin, we go off, but our hearts are not fully set to do evil. You see what I'm saying? That's the real difference. Give us, what do you say? Lord, give no man license to sin. Is that it's Sirach?
15.
And get Sirach. Is it 12? We'll talk about we always bring this out where they try to say hate the sin, not the sinner.
Oh yeah.
The Lord, I think it says the
Yeah.
Lord hates all
sinners.
sinners in Ecclesiastes.
Chapter 12.
Yup.
This is Sirach 15 and 20. It says, he have commanded no man to do wickedly, neither have he given any man license to sin.
All right, so you think because we under grace, you could just disregard the laws of Yahweh Bashim Hawashah? You don't have to keep his laws? Are you crazy? You know, keeping the laws don't save us, but keeping the laws is what the Lord requires our minds to be set on. Because the laws is his righteousness. He requires our minds to be set, you know, on doing the right thing. The law is what determines what's right and what's wrong living. Go ahead, bro.
This,
Like 15?
Yeah, I read it.
this Sirach 12 and 6. For the Most High hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly,
He's going to repay. Go ahead.
and keepeth them against the mighty day of their
He's
punishment.
keeping them against the mighty day. He's winking at them right now. You know? But they think because he ain't executing judgment speedily, go back.
All right. Because this is back in Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil. Verse 12. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
What's the whole duty of man? Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. Because keeping his commandments is what proves that you fear him. That's what proves that you fear the Lord, keeping his commandments. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which fear before him. Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High.
Yep. And what's the scripture say? Let's say in prosperity, there is no remembrance.
Yeah.
That's 12, man.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it seems like you having a good life, living in your wickedness, you prospering in your wickedness. Yeah, but when the Lord bring that hell on you, you ain't gonna remember none of that shit.
Yeah, Ecclesiasticus 11 and verse 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
Yup.
Keep going. Yep. Verse 26, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
That's it. That's it.
Yep, one more. Verse 27, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure.
Damn, that's a lot. And guess what coming? Down temptation.
Yup.
Yeah.
You know? Read that part again.
Hey, and that's the thing. It's an hour. That's a small time.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? An hour of affliction, you're going to forget all the times you was having good and doing wickedness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna forget all of, you know, but you're gonna know that's why it's happening to you.
Yep.
Man, shit. Stomach pain, goddamn earache, you
Yup.
know, toothache. Woo. You know, you don't remember the good times, you know, when the pain come upon you,
Yup.
man.
Yup.
Do it again.
All you can think about is I wish this shit would stop hurting.
Yeah.
Man, okay, wait. Hey, please, I hope it's yeah. Yeah.
Especially when you sick, you know.
Man.
You want that shit get over with. You ain't thinking about going down to the beach and
Nah.
buying ice cream.
Nah.
You're gonna have a good time. Yeah.
Yep.
I remember I was sick earlier this year, man, and I had to go to work. Ain't nothing like being sick at work. You know what I'm saying? And I thought, because I woke up, I was just feeling a little bad. I was like, oh, I didn't use the bathroom. It felt like a little stomach, like I just need to use the bathroom. Man, I got to work, and then I was going out of town that day. Man, we had got like almost to Jackson. I had to pull over. The only good thing is that the Lord had somebody go with me on my route that day. Because normally I run the route by myself, especially back then. Man, I said, man, I'll let you drive down there because I ain't feeling too hot right now. So hopefully I'll feel better by the time we get down there. Man, I was throwing up buckets. Like, I threw up so much, it was like, and then I was so drained. I wasn't thinking about nothing but getting better and getting the day over with. I wasn't thinking about nothing else. You know, it's just, I was drinking ginger ale, not Canada Dry, like just straight 100% ginger ale, eating ginger and trying to, you know, hydrate and get my stomach better, man. Head was spinning. That's all you focus about is getting better.
Getting better.
You know, you ain't thinking about, man, going to the club, going, you know.
Watching the Olympic Games,
Yeah,
driving
right,
Bugattis,
right.
you know, getting even numbers, spin games. You ain't think about none of that shit.
Nope. You just think about that pain and suffering you're going through. Go ahead.
And it says in Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 11:27, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered.
Yep.
Every man's work should be tried in the fire too.
Yep.
So Ecclesiastes 3, that's what it is.
Yep. Go back.
Ecclesiastes 3. You was at verse 7, right?
6, I think.
Yes, 6. It says in Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 6, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away.
Yeah, see, that's like the mindset. Get Luke 17. The mindset is we supposed to be in is preparing to lose. You know, if you want peace, prepare for war. What happens in war? People take losses in war. You know, so we are in the time of the Lord stripping us pretty much of whatever this world has to offer us. Whatever luxuries and comforts we have in this world, you got to be prepared to lose it, right? And ultimately, the end of that is going to be peace. So Luke 17 and 33, I think.
Yeah.
Let him read, Doc.
This is Luke
Yeah,
chapter
he be
17.
quiet, he be there, but he don't be saying nothing there. When you get it, I had it.
But I already said so. This is Luke chapter 17, verse 33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it.
Yeah, so we in the time of losing. You know, we ain't in it. The only thing we gaining right now is this. This is the ticket to get up out of here is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's the only thing, but that's the most valuable thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's what really matters. You know, the Lord say, hold fast to what thou hast, right? Which ultimately is our faith in his word. So we need to be building up and turning the profit into the talent that, like we was talking about the talents that the Lord has given us to understand. Since it's a talent to understand the Lord's wisdom, the Lord's righteousness, that's a talent.
Yeah.
So the more you invest into the talent that the Lord has given you, the more it turns into a profit. You know? Go ahead. Some more?
Oh, that was it on
Okay.
there.
You got something?
Yep. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times,
There you go.
and strength of salvation.
Yup.
The fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure.
All right, so that's the ultimate thing that you want to get, right? You want to get wisdom, say, well, all that getting, get understanding.
Yeah.
You know, well, understand the purpose behind his righteous judgment. We were talking about that yesterday. Like, it's a purpose for everything that the Lord done. You know, and it's a righteous cause to every law. Like, you know, and now we starting to understand that. So when the Lord brings the judgment and the destruction on this place, if you are already detached, we say rise ye and depart. If you spiritually already detached from it, you ain't trying to hold on to nothing. You know, you ain't got no problem letting it go. Like, man, count it all lost.
Yeah.
For the kingdom, to gain the kingdom of heaven, we count it all lost, man.
It really started down with like repentance, quicker the better, right? Because what it say? So like, let's say what second is the 7th chapter, 7:18. That's to suffer the straight gate, and yet shall not see the wide.
Yep.
Because everybody gonna suffer,
Yep.
but 2/3 they
Lord's elect gonna suffer.
right. It's Jacob Trouble. So everybody gonna suffer, but those that already have been suffering with the Lord, then pretty much the Lord gonna take care of them.
Yep.
It's gonna be an easy thing. I'm gonna take your iPhone away. Okay, shit ain't nothing anyway.
Matter of fact,
Take your PS5 away. Okay. I'm gonna take your car keys away. You ain't gonna be able to drive. Okay. You know, it's gonna be an easy thing to just let shit go. That's why you really gotta detach. You know, going to detox from things like the internet. Right? You let go of social media for a week or a month, or whatever it may be. You know, just go and let it go. Stop playing video games for a day or so. You know, just go and prepare your mind to let things go. You know, go ahead and suffer, right? Stop watching Netflix. Stop being complacent. Stop getting comfortable. You know, just go and prepare your mind, because when all hell break loose, you're not gonna have it. When an EMP strike hit, you're not gonna have the internet.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Go
my
ahead.
brother got a quote.
I guess so. It was a line. I forgot what.
Oh, it's a quote from a movie scene.
Yeah.
Yep.
This a quote from a movie scene called Heat in 1995.
Al Pacino.
And he had said, "Don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner."
That's right. Read that again.
It said, "Don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner."
Remember Lot's wife. Don't get attached to this life. Again, it said the fashion of this world pass away. And everything in it. Stuff. You know, stuff. The woman is considered stuff. Don't get attached. It's a precept coming to mind which is attached. Read that one more time, because that's beautiful.
Because the heat is around the corner.
It said, "Don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner."
The jobs, you may be making $50 an hour. Don't get attached to it. Don't get attached to the money. You know?
Because you supposed to be counting everything on this side as dumb.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be keeping your eyes singles on the prize. That is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah.
Because all these things are going to be passed away. All these things going to be burnt up and dissolved. So you supposed to have your mind set up on things above, because the things up on this earth, man, it's going to destroy you. Everything is polluted and defiled.
Here we go. This is 1 Corinthians 7:31 in the NLT. Those who use the things of the world should not become attached to them. For this world, as we know it, will soon pass away. Yeah. What is 2 Timothy? Endure hardness is a good soul. You know, those I think it's 2 Timothy 2 and 3.
This 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Yeah, so soldiers don't get tied up in the affairs of civilian life, but then they cannot please the officer who enlisted them. Man.
Which is Yahweh Shem Shah. Right? He called us into this thing. Right? As he, matter of fact, get Exodus 15 and 3. Exodus 15. Right? As he is a man of war, where it say Israel is his battle axes and weapons of war. So we gotta focus on the battle. You know, can't be thinking about what's going on with your wife at home, kids. You on the battlefield fighting. You know, and you're fighting for them because you know, as men, this is who he calls out. You know, we're responsible for the protection of our household. So we at war right here. It's a spiritual war we in. We're at war right now to get the victory in the spirit first. You gotta get the spiritual victory first.
Yep.
And it's gonna translate to physical, spiritual power. You know, when the Lord come, you know, and increase us, raise up that standard. You know, then we'll be able to. It say because the scriptures say you'll be able to save your household too. You know.
I watched the movie pretty much earlier this morning. He was like, I don't think about today, the present, past, not even present today, but pretty much he was like, I pretty much focus on the future.
Yep.
That's what it should be about, the future.
Yep.
Not becoming attached to this life. I don't want to see my kids go up and play for Kansas, Jayhawks. You know, the star running back. Or whatever. No, we should be focused on the future, and that's what we're in the kingdom of heaven. You know? It was like a war movie. Yes, you got it. Go back to class. Oh, 15.
Yeah.
Yes, 15.
You got something for us?
Yeah, I had something.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Josh.
Because this is 1 John 2 and verse 17. And the world, hold on, let me start up. Yeah, 15. Come. 1 John 2 and verse 15. I'm going to read to 17. And it says in verse 15, love not the world, not of the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Yep. So that's why you got to let the world go. You know, you got to let the world go. If you want, because it's funny because if you think about it, you not really letting the world go. You letting go a false world. Like this not the real, because this not the, matter of fact, second Ezra is kind of explaining this present life. Get that?
Not where there's glory.
It's not. Yeah, this is not. This is like almost like the Matrix. This is a dream world. This is not
a simulation.
Yeah, this is a simulation.
Yeah.
You know, you letting this go to get the real thing.
Yeah.
And they say the streets don't love you, the world don't love you, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're an Israelite, this world don't love you, man. You didn't be sold out.
Was that it on it?
It was a little bit more.
Let's finish it, and then brother get that second Ezra, and then you
And it
got
says, going back to that will you talking about, it says 1 John 2 and verse 17. Damn, I don't even think I ran 16. Yeah, verse 16. And it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, it is not of the Father, but of, it says, but it is of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh Shema Shai abideth forever.
That's it. That's it. Yep. Go ahead.
All right, this is 2 Ezra, chapter 7 and 42. It says, he answered me and said, this present life. This is 2 Ezra 7 and 41. It says, even so, now seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, therefore it should not be so now also. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory does abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak.
Yep, this present life, right. You know, because you got people saying God bless America, and you know, you praying for this society to bounce back, America to be healed. Hell no. The only healing is coming to the Lord's elect, and that's starting with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that He's given us. And the understanding foretells the only true peace is for war to go down and America be completely destroyed. That's it.
Yep.
And then the real world, where real, like you say, real glory will abide. You know, meaning how the Lord, the Shai intended for life to be lived. You know, you got it, bro. That was it.
Let's do some more.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, because it says in verse 43, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time,
Yep.
and the beginning of the immortality for to come,
Yep.
wherein corruption is past.
That's it. That's it.
Yep.
That's real life right there.
Yep. That's that victory over death.
That's that victory over death, man. Yep.
And it says in verse 44, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and the truth is sprung up.
That's what, and that's right now, that's the only thing worth saving. You know, your knowledge of this truth. So the only thing that you, at the end of the day, that you can't afford to lose. Remember, the truth shall set you free. This is the only thing that you can really say, nobody can take it from you. And it's the most valuable thing that we have. Because we understand what it's going to translate into through faith. You know, we standing on it.
Let no man take that crown.
Let no man take that crown, man. Go ahead, bro. Because eventually, man, you know, this place, it won't be no truth in this place about nothing. You know, you look at how they trying to push this transhumanism, artificial intelligence, like, and it's like, when I always hear that word, I always think about what intelligence means. Like, you know, we go into the etymology of the word intelligence. So you telling me that you want to push artificial intelligence? Basically, they're just saying you want to destroy, like they said, the God gene, you want to destroy God. Because true intelligence, you say the highest faculty of the mind, the capacity for comprehending general truths. So you basically want to take us into an age of nothing but lies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nothing's organic. This ain't a real apple. This ain't a real, you know, nothing's real.
That's why they want to take slave out of the school system.
Come on, man.
Hide the truth. But you being exposed through the spirit penalty of my shot. The truth is out here now, man.
Yup.
Everybody waking up that you are the devil, you know, that the Bible speaks of, man.
Yup.
That you're not the real chosen people. You know, the truth's out here, man.
Yup.
Just one more. This is 2nd Ezra 7:45. It says, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory.
Yeah, so it's nothing that you can do about the Lord's elect, and there's nothing you can do about those that the Lord is condemned to damnation, to destruction.
Just eat something.
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, I had something right quick. This is from David Guzik commentary on 1 Corinthians 7:31, where it say, the form of this world passing. It say, a time is short attitude will also not indulge the feelings and things of this world. Keeping, rejoicing, and having possessions must not get in the way of following hard after Yahushua. There is nothing solid and lasting in this world system.
It's temporary.
Yeah.
It is its nature to pass away. It is folly for believers to act as though its values were permanent.
Yeah, the values of this society is folly. Right. You know, that's why the Lord say the wisdom of this world is foolishness. You know, even when they think they being innovative, you know, they come with, get the EVs, clean energy. man, that shit gonna lead to more death. Cause that's what the Lord say he is. He can't be satisfied because he always trying to seem like he coming up with something to make society better. But they say war is in his heart.
Yeah.
His tongue is smooth than butter, but war is in his heart. You know? And we have to combat this man through the spirit to see through the deception that he has conquered the earth with for so long. It's like right now, even this very lesson is an act of war against him, exposing him. You know, that's why they Scott Ritter, they just invaded his house.
Yeah.
You know, they just invaded his house looking for information. You know, because he be exposing like a lot of their military agendas, like what they really doing. So, you know, he's like a whistleblower. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of them out there, but we the trumpet blowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's louder than a whistle. Like we exposing you with the true power. You know, the power of Yahweh Shah. But they can't go off the script. You know what I'm saying? They gotta do what the Lord said they was gonna do.
Hey, and if I may add, the difference between us and the whistleblowers, we know the game plan.
Yeah.
You see, and we know we counting the cost. Like we know what's gonna happen. We know they gonna try to demonize us. Like we got the whole game plan.
Yeah.
Hey, a whistleblower, they don't even know what they doing sometimes.
Well, the whistleblowers is just like what it say. What's that? Joel, where he said he will pour out his spirit upon all flesh.
Right.
So the Lord's spirit is the spirit of truth.
Yeah.
So the whistleblowers are really an extension of the Lord's spirit. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the prophets, you know.
It says his own tongue shall fall upon
His
us.
tongue, yup.
And Trump's not slugging it.
And a lot of them that look like them is actually Jake. You know, like Alex Jones. You know what I'm saying? We believe he from tribe of Gad or something. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a lot of them look like Edomites, but they actually Jake. And then a lot of them Edomites just telling on themselves. You know, because they've been wrong. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't getting cut of the call of the king.
Yeah. Yup. It say he's to himself. What it say? He's what to himself?
He's evil unto himself.
Yeah, he evil unto himself. Meaning to his own heritage, his own people, he doing them wrong. So by that default, they you know, they going against the grain. Y'all got it. Yeah, you go ahead, bro.
It said this is an article from Natural News. The title of it is "The U.S. is not prepared to fight one major war, but three major wars are rapidly approaching." It said, "What in the world has happened to our military?" When I was growing up, I was proud that my father was an officer in the U.S. Navy. At that time, we possessed the most powerful military in the entire world by a wide margin, and as a result, nobody wanted to mess with us. But now, everything has changed. Our military has been transformed into a woke joke. And we all saw what happened during the absolute disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. We desperately need to get our act together because a war is coming. In fact, we could soon find ourselves fighting multiple major wars
At one time.
simultaneously.
Yep. Simultaneously. Yep.
Unfortunately, a study that was just released by a congressional panel concluded that we are now even ready to fight one major war at this point.
Yeah, they not ready to fight one major war.
Yeah.
What's this we shit?
Hey, don't lay on my shoulder. It threw me out when he kind of did say we. I'm like, we.
Well,
Yeah.
he's speaking from his perspective because he's a proud American, you know? But the thing about it is, hey, get that in what's it that the weak say I'm strong? Is it Joel? Yeah. Wake up the mighty men. You know? Yep, you go ahead.
This is Revelation 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Yeah, so that's what we coming into. You know, Armageddon, Armageddon, you know, which is same thing as World War III. All right? And this, but see, what they don't understand the script. They don't understand the reason why they are fighting 3 wars simultaneously is because the Lord is breaking them down, you know? Because think about it. Get the scripture that say a nation divided against itself cannot stand. It's all about dividing and conquering, you know? So America has divided its military into these different regions, right? But they also are not, they got conflicting interests, right? Because, you know, a lot of people they go on war with, they do deals with. Like, cause like they allies with Israel, but Iran is going to war, you know what I'm saying? They be having deals they be doing with certain people, you know what I'm saying? There's allies with their enemies. So like if Iran is allies with Turkey or Saudi Arabia, that's a conflicting interest for them to go to war with them. You know? So
that makes sense, because you want Iran, they would be like, man, nah, we can't ship shit out because we need this for ourselves.
Hell no.
So who gonna step in? What's nah, bro? You fucking on my money.
Yeah.
You fucking on my money now.
And matter of fact, Taiwan, I think they be supporting Taiwan, and China and Taiwan are enemies. You know they. So it's like you putting yourself between a hard spot and a rock, but it's really not you doing it. It's the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. He's stripping you down. You know?
You're gonna get involved.
You gonna get, you got no choice.
That's prophecy, man. You can't stop prophecy.
And you're gonna get knocked out. Just like your father used to.
Yeah.
All Romans and Greeks, they got knocked out. You're gonna get knocked out just like they did. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 12, starting at verse 25. And Yahweh Shah knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Yep.
And it says,
And they not united. Like even within America, America's divided. You know what I'm saying? They the policies and a lot of the different stances, whether it's moral, you know, it's divided all the way through. Red and blue.
The very Olympics. You guys, the basketball team fight, you know, with all the track. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. I thought y'all all was American. Y'all supposed to be all ripping the same flag, ain't it? Yup.
I was gonna say, it shows you that in the movie Civil War. You know how they divided against each other.
Yup.
States against each state.
Yup. Now they had the Western forces. Yup.
They said, what kind of American are you?
Yup.
We on the same line.
Yup. And that's another thing. The whole immigrant thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a major cause of what's gonna escalate a civil war. Yup.
And old Kamala Harris is supposed to be in the charge over the little border, little situation and stuff, and all them immigrants just flooding in like that. And all this just tying into prophecy, man. It's like the brother explained, the Civil War. Hey, all these immigrants that come on, it's gonna be a civil war here, man. War in the hoods and fighting the world war. Hey, like the article saying, hey, three wars simultaneously. That's coming to America, man, for sure.
Well, they really already engaged in it. They already engaged in 3 wars already, really. Ukraine and Russia. Israel and Hamas. And China, Taiwan. Even though they don't talk about what's going on in China and Taiwan, that's been going on. It's been going on. And half the shit that's coming over here made in China. And Taiwan. Go ahead, bro.
Finishing off Matthew 12 and 25, It says, and Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Yep. And it's crazy because so all of the next most powerful militaries under really Russia, because the Russian military is really more powerful than America. But they ain't gonna tell you that. China, Russia, Iran. You know what I'm saying? They all allies. They in the BRICS. Then you got Saudi Arabia. And then the thing about it, they got all the oil to fuel the war. You know, the missiles and the jets, they got all the fuel too. They got the oil. So, like, they setting up. Yup. You got it, bro.
This Joel chapter 3 starting at verse 9.
It's one of them countries, I think they provide like 60% of the world's oil. Yup. I think it's Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
I think it's Saudi Arabia. Yup. Go ahead.
Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near and let them come up.
Yup.
Beat your plowshares into swords, your pruning hooks into spears.
Beat your plowshare into swords. In modern terminology, that means invest all your money in the weaponry.
Yep.
And the main weapon they're investing in is nuclear weaponry. Yup. Go ahead.
And your pruning hooks into spears.
Yup.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yup.
Assemble yourselves and come, and all ye heathens, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be weakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
That's it. That's it. So that's what's going on. That's prophecy going on, man. Right? And the weak saying I'm strong, these other nations rising up, saying, look, we ain't gonna allow you to come over here and wreck, rob, and murder us like you've been doing all these, you know, these years.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna just come over here and have your way with us and do, you know, play big bad wolf. You know?
I think was it like was it Iraq or Iran that had just bought a Zircon missile?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shows it's flexing it too. It's
Yeah.
talking about, hey, America.
They flexing they revenue.
Yeah, talking about they gonna shoot her. They got the same thing too, America.
Yeah. Putin just sent the warning out. Say, hey, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready for a war with us. Y'all ain't ready, man. So, hey. But, you know, pride. Pride is ultimately what's gonna bring Esau down. Yup. You get the what you got?
Man, I got some more on that, you know, artillery. These other nations get more artillery pretty much. On the article. Back in Natural News, it said Russia appears on track to produce nearly 3 times more artillery
artillery munition.
Yeah, artillery munitions than the U.S. and Europe. A key advantage ahead what is expected to be another Russian offensive in Ukraine later this year.
Yeah, they way ahead. Russia, they way ahead. When it comes to weaponry, when it comes to advanced missile systems, they way ahead of America. Go ahead, bro.
It say Russia is producing about 250,000 artillery munition per month, or about 3 million a year.
Woo! Woo!
Man, that's a lot of artillery.
Yep. So go ahead, go back to Ecclesiastes.
Get back in 7.
Yup.
You got Exodus 15 and 12.
Yup.
Cause this is Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 7. A time to rend and a time to sue.
So. Yup.
A time to keep silence and a time to speak. And it says in verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace.
Right. So right now we in a time of war. This is war, man. And the Lord, hey, He's going to continue to escalate the spirit of these different generals and countries to go to war. You know, and ultimately, in the end, we'll get peace. Right.
Well, this war gonna bring us peace.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah. And they'll tell you, no, God's all love. We always in time of love. Nah, get into this 15:3. And then we'll close on Revelation 19.
This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
What's his name?
Yahweh.
Yahweh. That's it. How about Shimmy Hawashah, man? Right? And these wars are ultimately being dictated by Yahweh Shimmy Hawashah. And they're going to be ended by him. Yep. So let's get that in Revelation 19.
Start at the top.
Now just get straight to the point.
All right, this is Revelation 19 and 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True. And in righteousness he doeth judge and make war.
So he don't just go to war just to be going to war. He goes to war to set the record straight on righteousness. He's about bringing righteousness back to the earth, man. Okay? So when it's all said and done, you know, all these different countries and nations going to war for their own reason and their own agenda, but it's all being done so that righteousness can be established on the earth. Yahweh Shimmy Hawashah's hand, they say the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So his hand is dictating the minds of these nations, all right, to go to war.
Yeah, because it's like you argue with somebody, y'all get to fight, and afterwards, you know, like bosses, right?
Yeah.
They talk all this shit,
Yeah.
they fight it out.
Yeah.
Whoever win, they win. They just they shake it up. So we good now.
Yeah.
You know, now that's peace right there.
Yep. Yep. So we're gonna end it there. Lord will, you will edify. Again, we're giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. All right, Kwame Yasharala,
Kwame Yasharala,
Baba Ball,
Baba Ball.
Rise Israel, destroy confusion, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.